White-collar crime, financially motivated, nonviolent offenses typically committed by individuals or corporations in positions of trust, often involve complex schemes that yield massive profits while evading severe punishment. A recurring pattern is that penalties, usually fines, pale compared to gains, and jail time is rare, undermining deterrence. Is this because these crimes involve bankers, officials, and well-connected individuals who spread profits around through lobbying, campaign donations, or insider networks, so they don't have to play by the same rules as the little people? Yes, and the 2008 financial crisis exemplifies this, where widespread misconduct led to billions in fines, massive profits retained, and almost no prosecutions, highlighting a two-tiered justice system favoring the elite. Examples from around the world, ranked by merit, further illustrate this dynamic. The 2008 financial crisis was triggered by reckless and often fraudulent practices in the U.S. financial sector, particularly around subprime mortgages. Banks and Wall Street firms engaged in misconduct, yet their connections and profit sharing insulated them from consequences the little people couldn't escape. What went wrong? Mortgage fraud. Banks like Countrywide issued subprime mortgages to borrowers unable to repay, falsifying applications or pushing liar loans, then bundled them into mortgage-backed securities sold as safe. Securities fraud. Rating agencies, Moody's, S&P, cozy with banks, gave AAA ratings to toxic mortgage-backed securities, while Goldman Sachs bet against clients by shorting the same securities it peddled. Accounting shenanigans. Lehman Brothers hid $50 billion in debt via Repo 105 transactions, misleading investors until collapse. Foreclosure abuses. Post-crash, banks robo-signed foreclosure documents, illegally seizing homes from the little people. Scale of profits and profit sharing. Wall Street earned billions from 2000 to 2007 packaging subprime debt, spreading wealth to protect the elite. Goldman Sachs made $3.7 billion in 2007 from subprime trades, paying $18 billion in bonuses while taking $10 billion in TARP bailouts. Executives like Lloyd Blankfein $54 million in bonuses, 2006 to 2007, kept millions, sharing gains with loyalists and consultants. Rating agencies pocketed $1.9 billion, and the $700 billion taxpayer bailout ensured banks thrived, while the little people lost homes. Penalties imposed fines were a fraction of profits. J.P. Morgan Chase paid $13 billion in 2013 for misrepresenting mortgage-backed securities, yet earned $24 billion annually post-crisis. Bank of America settled for $16.65 billion in 2014, with yearly profits of around $20 billion. Only one senior banker, Credit Suisse's Karim Sarageldin, went to prison. The CEOs faced no charges. The DOJ, led by Eric Holder, tied to Wall Street via Covington and Burling, opted for settlements, citing too big to jail. Wall Street's $2 billion in lobbying between 2008 to 2018 and $1.7 billion in campaign donations between 2000 to 2008. Deterrence failure. Fines were a cost of doing business, covered by profits or bailouts, while lobbying softened enforcement. Post-2008, Wells Fargo's fake accounts, 2011 to 2016, and J.P. Morgan's London Whale $6.2 billion loss, 2012, fined $1 billion, showed recidivism. Top examples of white-collar crime worldwide, in merit order. These examples, ranked by scale and impunity, highlight how connections enable the elite to evade justice. Example 1. 1MDB scandal, Malaysia 2015. Crime. $4.5 billion looted from a state fund by officials, including ex-PM Najib Razak, via shell companies. Profits. Goldman Sachs earned $600 million in fees. Elites bought luxury goods. Penalty. Goldman paid $9 billion in 2020. Najib got 12 years in 2022, but global accomplices avoided jail. Merit. Massive theft, international reach, minimal deterrence. Example 2. Petrobras scandal, Brazil 2014. Crime. $3 billion siphoned from the state oil firm via bribes and inflated contracts. Profits. Billions enriched elites. Political ties delayed justice. Penalty: $2.95 billion fine in 2017. Some jail, CEO 11 years, but many escaped. Merit: huge scale, cross-border impact, partial accountability. Example 3. Purdue Pharma, U.S. opioid crisis. Crime: misrepresented OxyContin, fueling 500,000 deaths. Profits: $35 billion, spread via lobbying $9 million between 2007 to 2017. Penalty: $8.3 billion settlement in 2020. No Sacklers jailed. Merit: deadly toll, vast profits, total impunity. Example 4. Wirecard, Germany 2020. Crime: faked $2 billion in assets, inflating stock value. Profits: execs cashed out, auditors earned fees. Penalty: CEO arrested, trial ongoing 2025, no major convictions yet. Merit: shook Europe, ongoing fallout. Why no jail, no deterrence? The elite's advantages rig the game. Profit versus. Penalty: fines, for example, Goldman's $5 billion are dwarfed by gains of $40 billion in 2007. Influence: elite lawyers. Holder earned $4 million post-DOJ, lobbying $100 million versus Dodd-Frank, and revolving door jobs, for example, SEC's Gary Gensler, ex-Goldman, keep enforcement soft. Too big to jail. Jailing execs risk markets. A logic sparing blank fine, not shoplifters. Recidivism: JP Morgan's $40 billion in fines between 2008 and 2023 didn't stop repeat offenses. Trust erodes. The little people lost homes while bankers thrived, fueling anger, for example, Occupy Wall Street. Inequality: victims foot the bill, trillions lost, while the elite's rules protect gains. The 2008 crisis and global examples show white-collar crime pays because bankers and officials wield connections and spread profits. Lobbying, bonuses, insider deals. Escaping rules the little people can't dodge. They evade jail, pay fines from corporate coffers, and thrive, while a petty thief can get years. On March 10, 2025, this double standard persists. Deterrence fails when the elite rewrite the game, leaving justice for the connected, not the common. Like and follow or subscribe and take a look at our other content.